Yo, what's up? Today I'll be showing you how to create some tables using MySQL Workbench. Now, there are two main ways on how to do this, by using the graphical user interface or by writing an SQL statement. The graphical user interface is more better for beginners, while the SQL statement offers more control. Firstly, we are going to use an SQL statement because it offers more control. To create some tables, you would say create, you first need to make sure that you are using the correct database. In this case, we are going to use the customers database, the one we created in the last video. Double click the database you want to use or use the use statement. For it, you would say use this database, which is customers, customer, terminate, run it. Okay. Now we have made sure that we are using the correct database. To create the database, you would say, to create the table, you would say create table. Let's give it a simple unique name, the customer table. Yeah, let's name it customer. The database is customers. Now it's going to be the customer table. Customer, create table customer, parenthesis, semicolon. You have to remember, in relational database tables, we have rows and columns. In this case, we are going to be creating the table and the columns. Populating or inserting the data will wait for the next video. To create the columns, let's start with the customer ID. Customer ID, comma. Now the commas, think of them as boundaries which are going to separate the table columns. Let's make the first name, comma, second name, comma, email, and lastly the order ID. Keep it in mind, for the last column, in any table you're going to create in MySQL, you don't list the last comma like we have been doing for the rest of the columns. Now we need the data types. Think of a data type as a rule you set for a column. It tells MySQL what kind of information is allowed in a column: numbers, text, dates, anything. Well, for the customer ID, in this case, we are going to be using the integers. For the first name, it will be VARCHAR or variable character. Second name, also VARCHAR. Email, VARCHAR. The order ID is obviously going to be an integer for numbers. Now you're probably wondering what the 30 is used for. Let me make this clear. VARCHAR defines a column that stores variable length strings, and the 30 is the maximum limit of characters that the variable character length is going to store. Okay, everything is set. Now let's run our table and see it. Now the schema tab, remember, it's never up to date. It doesn't do anything in real time, so you have to refresh it to see our table. As you see, the table has been created. Now to actually see that table, you have to use another statement, which is the select statement. You say select asterisk from the table, which is customer, semicolon, run it. Now the table was created. Now you want to create the same table using the graphical user interface. But we can't actually create the same table if it's already created, so we have to drop it. Drop table customer, semicolon, run it. The table has been dropped. Now to create the same table using the graphical user interface, I want to come to tables, in the schemas tab, right click, create table. The software will give you this new window. The table name was customer. Now to create the columns, customer ID as the first column, customer ID. The data type was an integer. Uncheck this for now. Enter for the next column. First name, column name as first name. Data type was VARCHAR with a maximum limit of 30 characters. Enter. The third column was second name. I'm just gonna type this out. VARCHAR, maximum was 30 characters. Email. The data type was VARCHAR with a maximum of 30 characters. 30. And the last column was order ID. With the data type of an integer. Change this to integer. Leave everything at default. Click apply. Click apply. The SQL statement was successfully applied to the database. Finish. Close this up. If you come to the schemas tab, the table has been created. To see it, you are going to select everything from customer again. Okay, that was how to use, create, and drop some tables in MySQL Workbench. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to insert some rows.